What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Marks coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about CTO being the next meta, guys. Like I stated before, over a month ago, before we even seen like a Binance endorsing CTOs, I made this claim on my channel. As you can see here, let me pull it up. See, over a month ago, only got 361 views, guys. 361 views since I made this video, but I was saying this is the direction that the market is gonna go, and I gave you guys the demonstration between a community owned token versus a team owned token. And you guys should really know what you are owning, because a lot of time people just own different assets but they don't really have a clue what is the mechanics behind it, and they're end up being surprised of like, oh my god, I'm rugged, or why is this coin not going up, or why is this coin going down. Like, this is how I broke it down in this video. And sure enough, just like I claimed in this video, we're seeing the overall market adapting to that, because the reason why the market likes CTOs, because first you got to realize what token or what coin was the very first CTO. Bitcoin was the very first CTO, guys. And I think everybody and their mama could say, hey, Bitcoin did pretty well for a CTO. Because keep in mind, Nakamoto left and just left it up to the community. And what the community ended up doing was building around Bitcoin, having Bitcoin. And as time progressed on, Bitcoin became this big behemoth, guys. Currently sitting at $60,000, guys. And this thing, first trading price was sub penny. It was a sub penny zone. So this is a huge, huge gain for Bitcoin. Then, followed by Bitcoin, another popular, CTO was actually Dogecoin. After the founders of Dogecoin eventually sold their token, now all the tokens are, in circulation. Of course, Dogecoin, it does have a minting function. It's inflationary as time goes on, but the point is, it became a CTO after all the developers sold, and it took it a little bit longer, because not all CTOs are just the right away boom, we're going to the moon. Especially for the ones that the devs end up selling, leaving everything to the community, because they're adding more tokens into supply. It does have to cycle out those supply until it has the next big leg up. So that's the same thing that happened to Doge, right? So Doge, of course, sub penny as well, got all the way up to 70 cents. Huge gain for it. That was another CTO. You also have Shiba Inu CTO as well. You have Ryoshi. He eventually left, but all the tokens were in supply as well too. A community was built around it. Then boom, Shiba Inu went to the moon, of course. Then followed that, you had Turbo Toad token. Let me get that one pulled up. I think Turbo may be in the 200 range, but Turbo, same thing. All the tokens was in supply. Community built around it. Boom, Turbo went to the moon as well too. Then you also had Nero, CTO Nero, where again, tokens in supply, that got a Binance listing, and boom, that went to the moon as well too. So the idea of a CTO is not new. The word CTO may seem new to the market, but the idea of it has been around ever since crypto was initially invented, after Nakamoto left the scene. But as I stated in my video, on this video, like, the value of a community owned token outweighs any other token that is out there. And the reason being, again, it goes to all the tokens are in supply. So the balance within the liquidity pool is going to be a lot even, versus a team holding a big bulk of supply. And at any given time, they could potentially dump, they could potentially sell on you, or if they're giving away free tokens to the devs and all this and that they got before the token even launched, yeah, it's gonna cause an imbalance in the liquidity pool, which makes the chart, in a sense, look ugly, and it makes it very, very hard for it to go up over time. Now, with the Binance listing, it just only confirmed what I was saying. Like, as soon as I saw Binance list a CTO, I was like, yo, my thesis on this is absolutely right. In this bull cycle, CTOs are going to be the one that's going to win over a lot of different cryptos out there. Now, all of a sudden, you started seeing influencers. They said, "Hey, I'm looking for CTO tokens." You know, look, it was just what, a few days ago, roughly a few days ago, when they posted this. I'm looking for CTO tokens. This is what the market is going to progress to, because there's too many different cryptos out there that already seen the big, huge success by it being a CTO, or ran as a CTO, to the point where, like, if you want to make, I would say, almost guaranteed money, then CTOs are the way to be able to go. Now you're even seeing exchanges. Like I said, monkey see, monkey do. I made a video after Binance listed a CTO. I'm like, watch, you're gonna start to see these exchanges. They're gonna want to, go after CTOs. Now you have HTX, which is a large exchange that say name the CTO. They're looking for CTOs. This is what the market is looking for. And I'm going to explain to you guys at the very end, after I make my point, why a CTO is going to be super advantageous to anybody who have huge capital, such as your CEX, centralized exchanges, hedge funds, as well as huge investors. So I'm going to explain to you guys in just a few. So just make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. So we have, HTX exchange looking for CTOs. And a few more days later, this guy's still looking for CTOs. CTO tokens are doing great recently. So they're looking for what is the next best CTO. And look at this CTO. Like, this is the first time I'm actually seeing it, but look at their chart. You know, this is how CTO charts, like the ones that are truly a CTO, the charts in itself look extremely healthy. Not only does it look healthy, but it is forming some type of stair step pattern where you're gonna have up move followed by down move, consolidation, another up move, until until it gets caught onto like a huge exchange or something like that. Then it have a big blow off top. Then the cycle again repeat itself. So yeah, look at this, a CTO, but he's looking for a great CTO token. And shout out to Jolt, because Jolt actually put Roar on it right here. But yeah, now all of a sudden you got this hedge fund. It says it's a Gotbit hedge fund, right? It says the playbook alpha of true CTO. We've been working with Nero, so they're working with Nero. It said in this thread we'll dive into what set Nero CTO apart from the rest, and it breaks down as far as like the narrative, the launch, Solana Neros, rug pulls that happen on the other Nero, the CTO aspect, partnering with GHF, market maker strategy. You also got the drop, charity. They just give you all the different things that happen within Nero CTO. And they're just breaking it down in this thread. But what really caught my eye was at the very end, guys. At the very end of the thread, they put want the same success for your CTO. So now it's a hedge fund. They're looking for CTOs, guys. They are looking for CTOs to be able to partner up with. And guess who, commented on here? Our Roy Kitty commented on here saying, hey, given the narrative. So hopefully they do reach out. Because if they were able to help the other CTO, Nero CTO, and now they're actively searching for a CTO to be able to help out again. Because again, I'm gonna tie it all at the end. Like that's why I say, make sure you guys watch all the way to the end. Because why these hedge funds, or if you have huge money, why it's super advantageous for you to be able to get into a CTO. But yeah, now you got hedge funds. You got influencers. You got a huge exchange, Binance. You also have other exchanges looking for CTO. Like the market right now is looking for, especially when I say the market, I'm referring to exchanges, because they are the biggest players. When it comes to crypto, they're the market. I consider them the market makers. What are they looking for? They're looking for low cap plays, guys. The reason why they're looking for low cap plays, because they figured out, and this is the part that I was getting into, they figured out with these low cap gems, they could run it up, make people, because the way that this thing, they know that smaller investors have to make money as well too. So they don't mind that the smaller investors make, a few $1 million here, $1 million, because they're going to actually end up making billions off of this. So giving us, small bone of $1 million here, 500K here, all this and that, they're okay with that because they figured out that they can, since it's a CTO, everything is in the open market. There's a community that's already formed around it. If they could just come purchase up the tokens, at a low price, list it onto their platform, it's going to go crazy. It's going to go up thousands and thousands and thousands of percentage. They're going to own it on their platform. Now they're going to be selling these tokens on their platform that they already own, right, to the end users on their platform, which is going to eventually make the price of it to go up even higher to be able to replicate another type of Shiba Inu, another type of Pepe, another type of Nero CTO, another type of Turbo. Like all of this right now, this is what is currently happening in the background that a lot of people are not seeing. So this is why I say, like, when it comes to CTOs, such as your Roaring Kitty, like the chart makes sense. Everything's out, in supply. We're forming a community. The community is growing day by day. And as that continue to happen, it's going to get the attention. It's going to get the attention. And as it get the attention, right, you're going to end up seeing like either a hedge fund, a huge investor who have, close to $1 million start running it up. Because if they start running up the price, because again, with the tokens, everything being out, they could legit run this thing up, right? As they run it up, it's going to catch, it's going to start hitting some of these trendings right here. Once it start hitting the trends, people are going to dive in. It's just going to be a whole domino effect. And for the people who got in early and got prepared, we're going to be the one that is going to get rewarded. Now, again, I made another video talking about Roaring Kitty in the aspect of GameStop. This right here, this is the other narrative, the CTO narrative. This is why I say Roaring Kitty is very, very unique, because it has so many different narratives. It's not just the one trick pony, because a lot of the other tokens that are strictly GameStop or dealing with the GameStop narrative don't have any other narrative. They're not doing as hot, They're going down because GameStop is going down. We, on the other hand, like if Keith Gill does not post another tweet, we're still going to be fine because we do have other narrative. Now, all CTOs are not the same. So if you think, oh, I'm in a CTO, that's automatically going to happen, then you could forget about it. Now this is just my theory, and I call this the bag holder theory. So if a CTO, in my opinion, just recently formed, if it's not more than a year old, as far as for a CTO, it's a little bit more risky, because with the bag holder theory is, let's say if you were the one who was buying this CTO, right, this other Roaring Kitty at 3 cents, and all of a sudden this thing is at 0.2021, right? If this thing get remotely close, guess what you're going to do? You're going to sell to try to get out at break even or close to break even. Because this right here, you may have sunk a lot of money into it and you're just looking to get out. And that's what typically happen on bounces, because if you look at the volume that's associated on these days, these are huge volumes. So that means a lot of people are stuck in this token that desperately want to get out. So as momentum start to happen for this token, if it doesn't have the same amount of volume, if it don't carry the same amount of volume that it was having for these days to compensate to get these people out, then once it start to bounce, it's going to be met by rejection, and you're going to start to see the price go down. This is why you see, like, anytime a little pump happen for this one, you see all these wicks. Wicks is the signal of rejection, meaning that this token does not want to see higher prices. This is why when you see wicks on the upside, rejection, rejection, rejection. And that's essentially what's going to happen. You know, every time it goes up, rejection. Anytime it goes up, rejection. That's essentially what you're seeing, just rejection of higher price because you have bag holders. Now, let's say a year or two from now, the chart still look like that. Yeah, at that point in time, it could become a better CTO because now a lot of these holders, they may have forgotten about it. You know, not even looking at their wallet, not paying attention. So if it does go up, they're more inclined not to know that anything is happening, and they're more likely not to sell. Like if you look at Roy and Kitty chart, look, it was a CTO long, 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 long before we actually, you know, as a community got in there. This is when it was a CTO. Like once it hit, I guess, yeah, once it hit over here, it became a CTO like back in October 1st. So really a year ago, no, 2 years ago, it became a CTO and nothing happened. So once we start seeing the pop up, all the holders that was in it essentially was gone. So now we just dealing with a brand new chart. That's what we're dealing with. Now essentially we're just dealing with a brand new chart. So now we're seeing consolidation, you know, and this thing is just going to continue to keep going up. But really, guys, I thought that I would at least present to you guys my findings of what I think is happening. Again, if you didn't watch this video right here, make sure you go back and watch it because I definitely do go in details of why I feel like CTOs is definitely the play versus any other types of token. And again, not all of them are created the same, so you got to definitely know which ones out there that are, you know, are not, I wouldn't say legit, but that's structured the best for it to have a huge pump. But let me know in the comment down below your thoughts, your opinion about all this. Random Art signing off. Peace.